Hey guys, it's me, Shaw360, and this is an unboxing that I am dedicating to Aggie Brown. Why? Because she said she loved this album. I have very neutral feelings about this album, but I'm going to tell you why I own this album. I own this album because I support anyone who is trying to make that crossover from a big label to a smaller independent career. So Jessica in 2014 was either kicked out of Girls' Generation or she chose to leave Girls' Generation, depending on what side of the argument you follow. Either way it goes, she is no longer a member of SNSD. And it's really intimidating when you come from a company as large as SM to try to strike out on your own. And, you know, the fact that she left SM and there was no major lawsuit, that's kind of a miracle. But don't think that companies like SM, like YG, like JYP, they don't just let you leave. Even if it seems like everything is okay and it's mutual, they will put roadblocks in your way. A lot of these big companies, they have mutually beneficial relationships with music shows and television stations and radio stations, and they really can do a number on allowing you to have a career that's sustainable outside of the label system. So when an opportunity came up to get this album for a relatively cheap price, I ran for it because I kind of wanted to get this album anyway just to support, but there were some other things that were coming out, and shame to say they were SM things, and I felt like I needed to get them first. But yeah, like I said, when the opportunity arose to get it for a relatively inexpensive price, I went ahead and I supported, because I hope that with the money that she makes from the release of this album, she'll be able to continue her career and maybe make something out of the years of training and work that she did as a member of such a highly successful team. Album-wise, this is not my style of music, to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of kind of the ballad to mid-tempo type of song. This song reminds me a lot more of maybe some things I would hear in America, like, I don't want to say Taylor Swift, that's not the word I'm looking for, but kind of like Katy Perry style. That doesn't even sound right either. I don't know how to describe her style, guys. It's positive messages. It's very kind of light, easy to listen to, something you can listen to kind of while you're riding in your car and the sun is shining, and maybe when you're on a trip with your girlfriends. Like, it's got a very kind of bright, easygoing style. I prefer things with a little bit more edge personally, and that is the reason why this is not my style. However, I think that this was an admirable effort on her part. I'm so sorry, guys. This was an admirable effort on her part. I think that she used some really professional production in a lot of places. There were some other places where I was kind of like, I can't really get into the song. Love Me the Same. That was the song that when I listened to the CD, I had a hard time catching the rhythm of it. But for the most part, I think that, you know, she has more to offer the world. And I think that if this project had failed, it would have been almost impossible for her to offer more to the world. So I just really wanted to give her a chance to get out there, to shine, you know, to be supported. And that's really what this purchase was about for me. So it comes in this box, and this is the front of the box. Now I will say, Jessica, if you're trying to make money, you didn't have to do the box, because the front of the CD inside the box looks exactly like this, but this thing is heavy, and if people want to buy in bulk, the box kind of makes it difficult. The box is heavy, which means that the shipping is a little bit more depending on where you're buying it from, and that's not to everybody's benefit, especially with international fans. So I think if she had just stuck with the actual album that's inside of this box only, she probably could have moved a few more units for people who are collecting photo cards, and I think it would have cost less money for her production team to do. But I guess she wanted to do something special, or something that felt special, so that's why she decided to do this. And then this is the back with Love J, and there's no track list on the back. Oh, well, there it is down there, but it's just really small. And then when you open it up, oh, it's a little bit tight. See, like I said, it's the exact same thing. So I definitely think that the box is extraneous. You really didn't have to do that. The box is pretty though. Like I said, it's very, very pretty. And there's nothing to it, and that's why I say it's it was extra. It adds weight. It's nice, but it's not really a needed element. Then you have the back of the album, and there's the track list again. So I'm going to bring that a little bit closer to the camera so you can see it. There you go. And then inside you have the CD, which is very pretty. The color scheme on this is very beautiful. Like, it's very modern, but it has kind of a homey feel to it. Definitely this was catered to her personal taste and to her personal aesthetic, which I like, you know, especially because the people who are going to be supporting this album are her, like, die-hard hardcore fans, and so it makes sense for her to come out the gate with something that is very much for them and matches kind of what they know of her and, you know, who she is as a person, so that they have a more intimate experience. And then, I know you care for me, it's no question at all, there's not anything in this world I want more than your love. The fact that she hand wrote so many things on here, it's very special. It's very special, and it is very different than what you would see from an SM, because, you know, SM, as much as, you know, they are trying to give their artists more opportunities to, you know, express themselves and do songwriting and kind of craft their own solo concepts, you know, it's still very much a well-produced, slick affair when they release something. And this, even though it has a very professional look to it for sure, it does look just like something that was made by someone who wanted to give you more of them rather than more of the label, if you will. I'm not going to flip through the whole thing because I just don't want to do a long unboxing like that. But I know you guys are wondering about the card. Here is the card. So that is the front of the card. And this is the back of the card. And yeah, this was a really nice looking album. I definitely hope that she can do more. I don't know that I'll be buying another album from Jessica because, like I said, it's not really my style of music. But I admire the hustle. I really do. You know, in the face of so much obstacle, to be able to do it, that is wonderful. And, you know, of course, if you don't know, SM was playing games. They were releasing Tiffany's solo at the same time Jessica released hers because they can't ever let a bitch live. I'm not calling Jessica a bitch. I'm just saying, like, a woman who leaves them. I'm sure SM views her as that. But, yeah, like, they didn't have to do all that. They didn't have to do all that, which is all the more reason you need to support Jessica. And when Minji comes out with her solo stuff, I hope that you will support her as well, because it's not easy. It's not easy at all. It is an uphill battle the entire way, and they need our support. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.